Okay, welcome to our special edition on Inside Bicol, and my guest for tonight is Randall Chongsong, a financial expert, financial advisor. No? Randall, I understand magkakaroon ka ng talk mamaya dito,
Yes.
and understand marami ang mag-attend.
Yeah.
Ano bang mga pag-uusapan dyan na pwedeng matututunan?
Basically, and this is constant in all my talks, in all my seminars, in my writing, is that I teach people, Filipinos in general, that financial peace or financial freedom is a process. It's a step-by-step process. In my talks, in my book, I write about the specific steps. Like for instance, step 1 talks about increasing cash flow. How do you increase cash flow? That's basic money management. You learn how to earn more and spend less and do it at the same time. And that's important. Be able to learn how to work on your budgets and how to work. And it's tayong Filipino that's not intuitive in us. Learning how to budget, learning how to make sure that's one. That's step 1. So we spend a lot of time on that. Step 2 is about getting out of debt, which is again a big problem of Filipinos. We don't save and yet to get into debt. So that becomes a problem. So step 2, we teach them, how to get out of debt, why you shouldn't go into debt in the first place, the difference between a good debt and a bad debt. A debt that I will use to, let's say, buy a house is not the same kind of debt that I will use to buy a TV set.
Right.
So again, we want to be able to teach them to have the discernment, which is a good debt and a bad debt. That's step 2. Step 3 is building on emergency funds, another problem. Filipinos don't have much they don't really believe in emergency funds, but that's very important, and how to be able to build on that. Step 4, use of insurances, protection against the future. Not everything can be covered by emergency funds. So why you need life insurance, non-life insurance, health insurance, and understanding and how it really works. And finally, step 5 is what you've gone through. Steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, you identify, which is investing.
Okay.
So we teach them the basics of investing, products, how it works, and so forth.
But what about estate planning?
Estate planning, it's step 6. But, it's something that's a very niche, very niche market. Basically, by the time I talk about estate planning, tapos na yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, but for other countries, that's step 6. But for me, it's a separate discussion altogether.
Right. What about yung mga, ang iba, when they graduate, some of them, they say that you should be an entrepreneur rather than,
Yeah,
you also-
that's what I want to, maybe it's a misnomer or correct people. I think, yes, I believe that Filipinos should be more entrepreneurial.
Okay.
That's good. We have to have more entrepreneur. But you also have to understand that it doesn't mean that you're entrepreneur, you're going to be okay. Kasi, again, it's the mindset. I know a lot of entrepreneurs who are broke. I know a lot of employees who are rich. So, again, it's not whether I can be an employee, but I'll be the vice president or the president or that's probably earn more than an entrepreneur who is struggling. So, again, it's a mixed match. You have to be the right person to be an entrepreneur and more study and so forth. But yes, I agree. We should be more entrepreneurial. But and I got this from Francis Kong. What is more important is to have an entrepreneurial mindset, to see how it works. That's good. So for those who are capable, then they should be entrepreneurs. But if you're not, then you have to know you should know what your strengths are.
Randy, na-notice ko dito sa Philippines, mga tao hindi masyadong conscious sa insurance. Bakit kaya?
Mababa. Hindi lang insurance, hindi tayo conscious masyado sa financial products. For us, a lot of us, the majority of us, it's just savings and time deposits. But savings and time deposits, the interests are so low. It's one. Second, insurance is a long-term need. I mean, it's for eventualities, for long-term. Filipinos don't really see things in a long-term position. And of course, the others, it's a budget concern. They'd rather put it somewhere else and insurance, which is kind of sad because the more developed countries are, the higher the insurance ratios are.
You've been traveling around. I know that you've gone to Dubai. How do you assess the Philippine economy right now?
It's very good. No, it's very good. The thing about the Philippine economy is that it's it's a consumption-driven economy. Local consumption is good. Domestic consumption is good. And I'm seeing it right now. The Filipinos are very resilient. OFW workers are really they're best of class everywhere you go. So it's really helpful, even if they're, a company would decide to let go of people, they retain the Pinoys.
Right.
So because these Pinoys are hardworking, they're good,
Right.
and so that's very resilient. That's very good. One thing I like is that we have good macroeconomic management.
Right.
It's good. The president today, his team is doing a good job in making sure that the systemic. We have a lot of systemic problems.
Right.
So now this is being addressed. So what we need to do is we want to be able to make sure that these reforms will be really part of the system. So as we rid of systemic problems, that's going to improve. And the reason why we're improving right now is because of that concept of more transparent government.
Yes.
So the more we have a
Right.
more transparent government, it's good. But it should also continue. We have to have more. I guess we have to spend more. The government has to spend more. PVPs should be able to run and so forth and so on. But generally, if these things will be, no, it's a sustainable growth. It's not one of those growth na okay 2013 chamba lang yan. Hindi ko- But we're believing at 2014 it may not be as big as 2013, but at 2014 it's still going to be some growth, and that's good because the whole world is in recession and we're growing.
Right. Well, sayang, Rondel, no? Inabot tayo ng
Oo nga.
oras na naman eh. But I'm
Next
sure
time,
a
next
lot
time.
of people watching us would like to know where can they contact? How can they contact?
Well, they can go to my website. It's
Okay.
www.randallchongson.com. I write I have a column at the Inquirer every other Wednesday. And pretty much in the internet, Facebook, Twitter, just put Randall Chongson. It's all over. They can connect. All my contacts are there. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Okay.
social media.
Okay. What is your message to all the Filipinos? I mean, the Bicolanos.
Yeah, okay.
Anong
Wala,
message mo
no,
kanila?
again, number one is basically, we have to continue to work hard, but we have to be able to save hard also. I mean, focus on making yourself very productive. But at the same time, you should also become very wise in the way you handle money. How you handle money today will affect your life in the future. So, I encourage everybody to have that wisdom. The wisdom. Learn. It's not rocket science. You can learn it easily. Try to look for groups that can help you grow. Learn, research, and continue to be happy.
Okay. So we'd like to thank our guest for tonight, Rondel. Thank you
you,
very
sir.
much.
Thank you for having
And,
me.
I hope you'll have a nice stay here in
Thank you,
Bicol.
Abby.